Yeah, it is Witcher time. Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty.
You know, you could...
Oh.
Shell, maybe you should actually record your own rendition of that at
What?
some point for this. Why not? You're
I
pretty
don't
good.
know. Well, hey. I do not want to cross anyone copyright-wise.
I don't think
which
you
I'm
will. I
technically
think
doing
covers
now,
are legal.
just by
Also, this
singing
game
it.
is a cover. Why did... Here, actually, Shell, could you record like 20 seconds of it so I can use it as my outro for the rest of the Witcher series?
Wait, no, but I don't have the lines memorized, even though they're very repetitive.
Yeah, it's pretty short. It should be really easy.
I really like the part where Jaskier goes the whole Valley of Plenty. That one's a lot of fun. Huh? Oh, Wander still wants me to sing a full rendition of it someday. Maybe. Oh, he wants it as an outro? For goodness sake. Alright, in any case. Characters. Yeah, I mean, I suppose we can read for all of these. Wait a minute. I believe I already read all of the sisters. At the very least. Ah, there's so many characters. Now the interesting thing is, it looks like for Anna Strenger, all of these are, it's almost like a recap of our interactions with her. Did not meet her when he visited Crow's Perch. Let's see. Did, however, receive a detailed description. Yeah. Interesting. Huh. When did we meet this guy? Oh, he's in Novigrad. That might be interesting. Have we met this guy? I don't know. And I don't recognize Corinne at all. I suppose we can go over characters one by one, just to see. People like, do it, chat, exercise those vocal cords. I mean, it'd be fun to do covers, but just like fan art and stuff, there's different legalities to it. So, it's one of those things where I do have a lot of my own music that I've written that I'd like to eventually actually commit to compositions and singing and whatnot, but I have to go back and do that. Particularly, there are a couple bard songs that I've written potentially for future campaigns or whatnot. I have to get around to those. But in any case, I suppose I can start over here. Anna Strenger. Geralt did not meet Anna Strenger, the Bloody Baron's wife, when he visited Crow's Perch. Sometime before his arrival, this woman had disappeared in unexplained circumstances along with her daughter, Tamara. Geralt did, however, receive a detailed description of the missing woman. Anna was a comely 40-something-year-old woman. 40? Really? She doesn't look it. With green eyes and hair dark as raven wings, which she's kept tied in a tight bun behind her head. Wait, but her hair must have turned white from... Was this just the strain, or unless the witches sapped her of her youth or something? That could be it. Let's see. Whoop. Geralt discovered that Anna's marital life had not been working out as well as she might have hoped. She had recently been pregnant but lost her child for unknown reasons shortly before her disappearance. When Geralt pushed the Baron about the matter, the ugly truth finally came out. Desperate and miserable, Anna had fled, taking Tamara with her, after her drunken husband beat her badly. The Baron was convinced Anna had miscarried because of his actions, but Geralt was not so certain about this. He couldn't stop thinking about the strange talisman meant to ward off evil power that Anna had received from the Peller. During their heart-to-heart, the Baron gave Geralt a somewhat clearer image of the Strenger's married life. While her husband was off leading military campaigns, Anna would seek comfort in the arms of a childhood friend. Once the Baron discovered the truth, he fell into an indescribable fury and killed Anna's lover, something which, predictably enough, further deepened the chasm separating the couple. The situation grew even more entangled when Geralt discovered that, after fleeing Crow's Perch, Anna had been taken captive by some gigantic beast who carried her off into the darkness. As if that were horror enough, eyewitnesses' testimony claimed that her hands had been burned with strange glowing symbols shortly before this. Perhaps this was precisely what the talisman Anna had received from the Peller had been meant to guard against? Tomorrow only deepened Geralt's sad understanding of her mother's situation. The women had decided to flee together because they had enough of the Baron's drunken rages and beatings. Anna hated her husband so much that she was ready to do anything in order to be free of the man and the child that he had put inside her. Geralt put the facts together and realized that the old woman in the swamps was in fact Anna, the Baron's missing wife. He also learned the signs on her hands were symbols of a pact that she had made with the crones in order to get rid of her unwanted child. Anna was found in the end, but the events she had witnessed and took part in had such a deep mark on her body and mind that she would never again be the same. Her mind had quite simply cracked under the weight of it all, dropping her into an abyss of horror and despair. Geralt's suspicions were confirmed shortly thereafter. The curse afflicting the unfortunate woman was indeed the crone's doing. Anna had turned to the ghastly sisters because she did not wish to give birth to the Baron's child. The crones granted her wish in their own twisted way, for the curse which made the fetus inside her wither on the vine, taking Anna's life energy with it. In despair, she turned to the Peller, who made her a talisman to hamper the evil magic's influence. Anna had lost this during her fight with the Baron, and was thus rendered defenseless against the crone's magic. After that, the worst was free to happen. The markings on her palms began to burn, and a fiend dragged her into the heart of the Crookback Bog, where she had paid her debt as the crone's slave. Oof. Yeah, and I think we did read the thing about the Brewess. Yeah, who is this Caleb Menge guy? We did see him in Novigrad. Also, that dagger of his doesn't look like it's actually affixed to anything. And that's weird. Caleb Menge. In those days, rampant persecution and the smoke of 100 pyres choked Novigrad's air. This grim climate provided cover in which a great many bloody butchers built comfortable nests for themselves. Drummed-up conspiracies, mass arrests, and show trials resulting in group executions were the favorite building blocks. Caleb Menge, the fanatically ambitious commander of the Church of the Eternal Fire's Temporal Guard, was one such opportunist. His moment of triumph coming when he unmasked his superior, the former Temple Guard commander Chapelle, as a Doppler in disguise. Geralt first saw Menge lighting Chapelle's pyre in Novigrad's main square, and had no doubt that, for this man, the appellation Fanatical Whoreson was too mild by far. Oh, so this was the doppelganger that we saw that was executed. Geralt and I? Oh, is this all written from the perspective of the bard? Perhaps. Had long known Chapelle, Chancellor of Security for the Church of the Eternal Fire, Novigrad, had died years ago and been replaced by a Doppler masquerading under his name. We didn't breathe a word of this to anyone, of course, for the change was decidedly in everyone's best interest. The Doppler had proven a reasonable creature, deprived of the true Chapelle's cruelty, and under his watch, life in the city had much improved. Sadly, the Chancellor's conciliatory style must have raised suspicions as a wave of terror and persecution began to swell over Novigrad. The Doppler was found out, arrested, and burned at the stake for the greater glory of the Eternal Fire. So, this must be a character that was introduced in one of the previous games that we were not yet aware of. Alright. I believe we read about Cirilla? Yeah, I believe we had. Yeah, who is this Corinne Tilly? Oneromancy, the magic art of deciphering the past and the future as they appear in dreams, is difficult for even highly trained sorcerers to master. Those born with the talent, however, excel at it without any formal education. Such was the case of Corinne Tilly, whose fame as a dreamer, as such diviners know, has spread far and wide. Maybe she's a character that we have yet to meet, or that we have met in a previous game, or that we will meet. Oh, Dandelion, the bard. I would wager anyone that you, dear reader, are a person of culture and taste, and therefore already familiar with me, Dandelion, the role I am to play in the following tale. Nevertheless, allow me to sketch a few lines by way of self-portrait for the sake of thoroughness, and in the event that you have spent much of the last half-century in some dark corner where the light of my star has yet to reach. Born in 1229, a talented poet and troubadour, a graduate of Oxford Academy, a frequent performer at royal courts, an unequaled lover appreciated and in some cases adored by ladies worldwide, a skilled negotiator and a stirring orator. Such is the image of the bard Dandelion as painted by his friends and promoters. This image is, of course, somewhat overbright in its coloring. I personally prefer to think of myself as a dedicated artist enthralled to his muse, more whose work was benefited immeasurably from the fact that I was, am, and forever will remain a close friend and steadfast companion to the Witcher Geralt. It is his fate I chronicle in this present work, and his story which I shall sing till the end of my days.
Get out of here! Go away!
My socks! No!
No socks allowed on the couch. Because then I find them later, because you just leave them there.
Oh, boy. All right. Where are we? What were we doing? I have no idea. Well, we're up here. That's level 23. That's 10 levels higher than we are. Dang.
Oh, wait. Tilly was the lady that was bathing in that grove? She was the Oneromancer?
Oh.
Oh, I know why I was confused. Her hair looked much lighter in person, but in the glossary, it looked like it was sort of a tawny brown rather than a blonde.
All right. So I should probably mention, if I ever seem really tired during this series,
it's because you've recently
post-ring fit.
exercised.
It's
Yeah.
always post-ring fit. I mean, we don't always record this post-ring fit, but if I seem extra tired, that's why. Because, whoo,
Dear.
just an hour of that game just kicks my ass. But I mean, that's what it should be doing.
That's it, Roach.
Down the cliff.
Poor Roach.
Down the cliff. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure Roach isn't supposed to be capable of that, right?
Probably not. But he wasn't following the GPS, therefore he has to go down the cliff.
Is this another battlefield?
Was there a bandit on a horse here?
You'll never learn.
Anyway.
And so close to town? Everyone else is just...
Well, this is the front line.
Ah.
The, let's see. Oh, quest.
There's an elven burial ground in the caverns nearabouts mid-copse, and a heap of
We've heard that one before.
Yeah, we have.
Interest you in a pass? Cheapest around, right here.
What? Could dress up like Radovid and buy a gilded carriage for that much.
What am I to do if you can't afford it?
No deal.
Whoa, hold up. Might have a little work for you. Reduce the price for a job well done, eh?
What kind of work?
Nearby. Just to the southeast. My sister's husband's got a business. He and some lads tidy up battlefields. Problem is, there's always swarms of shite bothering them. You know, them monsters drawn to corpses. Give them some protection, and I'll swing you one beautiful discount.
I mean, are we gonna do the mission?
Yeah.
All right, see what I can do.
We don't really need a fake pass because I've already gotten past.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anything and every quest that we can grab to get us EXP, especially if it's close, heck yeah.
Is that him? He has a name.
No. I have really been enjoying this
Yeah,
series.
who's Albin?
Quest giver.
What?
What is it?
Got work for you, because you look to me eyes like a witcher. Am I right?
What do you need?
Need for my men to finish their work unharmed. But we got corpse eaters coming out all the while. Rid us of them, and we'll give you a share.
Deal.
Alright, so how many more of these corpse eaters can we stumble across?
These spines about to break in twain.
Oh,
What are
there's a
you
number
staring at?
approaching. Ghouls.
Yeah, so the answer is just kill the ghouls. Problem solved. I should be massively overleveled for this, so we should have no problems.
It does make you wonder, when it comes to ratios, when it comes to biomass in an area, or just number of individuals, are there more humans than monsters, or are there definitely more monsters than humans? And if there are more monsters than humans, why haven't they eradicated humanity? Since humanity
maybe
seems so
because
dependent on witchers.
I think most of the monsters in this game are very good at picking off individual humans. And so, like, if this is more of a tribal era, it would be worse.
Oh, you might want to jump around. I thought I saw a noise elsewhere.
I think that's just the people out here. Yeah,
Really?
those are just
Okay.
people. The ghouls always come from this direction.
Okay, they always come from the woods. There's some deer coming out of the woods,
Yeah.
too.
But you can see them coming.
Yeah.
Let's see. But yeah, so I think, like, ghouls, for example, here, dangerous to the immediate peasants on the battlefield. Not super dangerous to, like, a full town.
Oh, that one's gonna pop. Ugh, there he goes.
And more monsters than humans, except for in cities. And yeah, I think that's the point, that most cities are too well protected. Palisade walls, you know, trained guards.
But then how would anyone ever live in one of those small towns without being preyed upon constantly?
I mean, I think that's kind of the point. I mean, we've seen that somewhat
We've seen it.
constantly. Oh. I leveled up. I'd noticed that. Must have been in the end of the last session. Either that or a place of power.
Wow, you did good, Witcher. Here, your share for your toil.
Let's see, 50 XP. Whew. That ain't much. Okay, so here it is.
Oh, you again. Looking for a pass? I got a special price for you.
I already helped him.
What's your offer then? Because I already ran into your brother-in-law. He and his men can work in peace.
Ah, well then, that changes everything.
That's better.
Pleasure doing business with you.
2 EXP.
For our fair helpers ruling the wilds, we'd have starved
Transit
long
pass.
past.
Know ye that these present writings do give and grant the right of passage across the Pontar and subsidiaries, unobstructed by any blockade or any other such obstacle, the bearer thereof. Whoever doth hinder this right must desist in his unlawful skullduggery or sorely regret it forthwith. Thus speaketh I, King Radovid the Fifth, It's called stern by some, a man too busy to go about applying my royal seal to trivialities such as this.
Wait, so is that a forgery? A complete forgery?
Fake
that's...
papers.
Huh?
Fake papers. Not that we have any immediate need for them.
But they're saying that it should be taken seriously because it's from Radovid, and that Radovid can't be bothered to use his seal on everything.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Therefore, believe it. Eh.
Oh, what? Where's that taking me? Custom markers elsewhere. Alright, whatever. Gerald scratches his head. I believe I learned something, though I'm not sure what. I'd love to play a no combat.
Negotiation, clearly.
Oh, we need to do a no combat tabletop RPG at some point where you only gain EXP like loot, but from like weird and creative places. Like, sure, obviously when you do interesting things,
Puzzles.
but like
Thinking.
sometimes you might just gain EXP because you called somebody
Diplomacy.
pretty. Oh, that would be perfect. If I actually had like chat or like a group of members in chat as the arbitrary givers of EXP and stuff, as quest givers and stuff, and so they hide those things in. Nah, that'd probably be hard. I don't know. I just want it so like you have to hunt for EXP by doing inane nonsense.
Huh? What do you want?
Hear about the notice. Got monster trouble?
Trouble? Good one. We're not having trouble. We're up shit fucking creek. Some shaggy fuck knows what sitting in the woods attacking every plough and transport that dares take the high road. We need out of bolts, arrows, rations, all around fucked. Sent a patrol out. Blokes never came back. So the job's simple. Bring me the fucker's head, and I'll give you gold. As much as the notice says. I'm not gonna haggle. Quartermaster won't budge. But I can throw in a pass that'll get you across the Pontar. So, deal?
Sounds fair. See what I can do.
I like how they're all doling out these passes like they're important. And I'm pretty sure I swam across the river like days ago.
I wonder who they're hanging. Prisoners from the battle?
Deserters, bandits. Deserters, bandits. I mean, prisoners of war, maybe.
It's always so blustering.
It is, but I like it. Like I
I do miss hearing the wind.
Though we've been listening to the rain a lot lately, which has been absolutely lovely. Like I really enjoy editing at my computer while listening to the rain just absolutely hammer the roof.
Oh no, another evil angry dog?
Looks like it, yeah. Those are horrifyingly large
And it looks
dogs.
like it killed and disemboweled that dog.
Hello?
Come out. I'm not gonna hurt you. When did you last eat?
A week back. Half a charred squirrel and a handful of berries.
Here. Be sure to share it with the others.
Thank you. Here, for you. For your kindness.
Will you be able to ask them what happened? Are they orphans?
These like me kitty cats.
I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming.
Let's
Dad
ask.
had a sword once too. Outlander.
In beast clothing.
Yeah, it's just a random book. Probably should have asked about the parents.
You should have.
Oh well, I just... I was
You were afraid it would end the conversation?
yeah, and I wouldn't be able to feed
Can you
child.
talk to them now?
No.
But it says talk.
Oh, hey.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Sadly, it does not do what you think it does. Also, thank you, Dragoon30, for the 2-month resub. How are you doing? I have to say, whenever your name goes by, I think of playing Legend of Dragoon, and I really want to play that at some point.
Isn't there a new one coming out?
No.
Wait.
You're thinking of Panzer Dragoon.
Yeah, Panzer Dragoon. So, but Dragoon is the one where it's a bunch of people in dragon armor.
So, no.
What?
Panzer Dragoon is a on-rail shooter, kind of like Star Fox.
Yes, but that's that. So, but
Legend of Dragoon is...
people dressed in dragon armor.
Yeah.
Clawed
I
and
remember
gnawed.
it.
Necrophages fed here, but all the wounds they inflicted are post-mortem.
So what killed them?
Looters?
Probably humans.
Looted bear. Either someone stole the cargo after the monster attack, or our monster collects military paraphernalia. Look like claw marks, but here, an arrow. Shaft's broken off right at the skin.
Awesome game. It's one of the first RPGs I played to 100%. I've never finished it. I'd like to. I played like the first couple hours and
Footprints.
had to give it back.
A survivor? Either that or the monster's a humanoid. Something's fishy here. I should follow these tracks.
I think we've already established it's probably a person that killed them and then monsters nibbled on them.
Might want to look around some.
Drowners?
Shit.
Probably drink some potions, get my slow-mo back. Maybe.
Uh-oh.
One step more and you'll gain a new hole in your head, Dwan. What do you seek here? Speak!
Need to talk to your commander. It's important.
I don't trust you.
Figured as much when I saw your bow aimed at me. Still have me in your sight. And I'm just not prone to doing stupid things. I can assure you of that.
I'll be assured when you hand me your weapons. Come on, your swords. Drop them, and I'll take you to Venosio.
Fine. Lead the way.
That gun. Strange. No monsters trouble us.
Might not trouble you, but the Redanians are convinced something prowls these woods. Hired me to kill it.
Well, they're mistaken. It's not the first time. There's no monster here. Your work is done.
This isn't a game. Men have died.
Soldiers have died. Radovid's soldiers, serving the man who torments the Endshay from the Great Sea to the Blue Mountains. Soldiers who joined in massacres, tortured our brothers, raped our sisters. I shan't cry for them. And will not stop attacking those transports. We must eat, same as you. So you've a choice. Leave now and forget what you've seen, or die.
Wait a minute. So it's the elves the whole time that have been attacking the transports.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because the humans are encroaching on their territory, oppress them, etc. So the second one is you attack them, right? And then the first one is you let them be?
Probably. I still have problems with how the elves are handled in this universe, because it feels like all of their solutions are mostly just dumb.
Well, it's more violence. Violence met with violence. Pretty much.
That sense of moral superiority? Tiresome and wrong. You're common bandits.
Is that so? Then we shall treat you as common bandits would. Defender that gun!
Oh, really? And you have no weapons.
I don't need weapons. I'm Geralt of Punchia. I am the... Oh.
I suppose
I
you're
have...
still there.
I auto-looted a sword!
Well then.
I was hoping that I'd be able to
Are you gonna
talk
get
them
your
down.
silver weapons back?
Yeah.
You knew that by calling them bandits, you weren't gonna talk them down.
Yeah, so I just magnetized, loot vacuumed a sword up mid-fight from the first guy I punched into submission. And the sword just flew into my hand. Let's pretend you disarmed someone. Well, that's actually what happens. That's the hilarious part.
Well, I imagine Geralt grabbing someone's arm as they thrust the sword towards him. Like this, you know, when they swoop past you, you turn around, you grab their arm, you elbow punch them in the face because that's where their arm is extended.
That's
so their
pretty
face,
much exactly what happened.
They release the weapon, and because you're already holding their arm, you grab it with your hand, and then you, twirl about and go, whoa.
I love the weird bonus applications of loot vacuuming in this game. Like, I know it's absolute hacks, but it's so good. I was really hoping... And normally you'd punch them into submission. I mean, but they'd still die. Maybe?
Yeah, they would have, probably.
Like, I'm 100% down with solving things either peacefully or, you know, subduing them non-violent, or I guess non-lethally.
So, what should those people have done? Just gone elsewhere and then tried to rebuild a life for themselves while the people that, yes, murdered their families were just able to inhabit the area?
I don't know. So I have this problem with the elves in this universe, because, like, yeah, they've absolutely been, like, wrecked by humanity in the area. But it feels like they could absolutely...
Well, maybe it's that their wrath and their ire is put onto other people, not the transgressors.
Yeah.
Except weren't they attacking military transports, or was it
Yeah.
just mercantile transports? Because if they were attacking transports that had nothing to do with the war effort, then yeah, I could see that being an issue because the civilians don't have a say in who their leaders make war with and whatnot, but...
I just feel like banditry is a stupid idea, because no matter what, eventually these guys would have found out about it and gone to murder all of them, plus any innocents in the area. If that makes sense.
But people are so afraid of animals, or not animals so much as monsters and great beasts, that... But was it also... Were those children the children of, say, the merchants that were killed on the road, or was it...
Who
Are
knows?
they just war orphans? Because if it was the merchant's if it was the merchant parents that were killed, I would have told them there's a group of children down the hill and they're, you know, father and motherless because of you. But they could always retort with the, oh, we've lost our mothers and fathers as well. And then you go,
You're back, finally. Did you get the beast?
No beast to speak of in the woods. Just elves from a Square's hellband that attacked the convoys. Here, they're squirrel tails.
Scoia'tael, you say? And I thought we'd exterminated the last of those vermin. And the non-humans left and wise...
Yeah,
I see would have...
Nope. Screw these people. They're gonna do it anyway, which means...
we're gonna do what anyway?
They're gonna kill all the elves anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Felon's self-appointed ruler.
So see, I told you you
warlord
should have
took
gone
the
with
young
option
woman in.
one.
Yeah.
Do as
I
you
was just
will.
hoping I could talk them down and be like, yo, you're gonna get discovered. Like, you're getting too close. Oh, that crashed the game.
And it crashed. Snom.
Have a snom.
I mean, Wander, I've noticed in this game thus far, I wouldn't want to say you've been less hospitable, to the elvish folk.
I think my usual problem with the elves, like I was trying to talk about this earlier, but effectively they have turned into guerrilla warfare and bandits and stuff, which I think
That's a pretty song.
I'm gonna go back a little while to guarantee. But,
some peasants
like,
took her to the Baron, Felon's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
I think my problem is just like so many of the elves have resorted to common banditry that it's difficult.
So is this when you're tracking the...
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
before the drowners, then we talk to the guy.
Might want to look around some.
But yeah, I think when it comes down to it, I wish the elves were doing something more productive than just like hit and run small stuff.
I've noticed that in this game, you're presented
One
with
step-
the choosing between two evils.
Need to talk to your...
I don't trust you.
Figured as...
I'll be a
Fine.
Because everyone is doing wrong and you just have to determine...
That gun.
Might not...
Well, them is
This is...
soldiers. And will not...
Whose
Do what
cruelty
you
is
will.
worse.
I'm not about to get involved.
Give him his things, and toss in something for those transports. Wise decisions should be rewarded. Vafael.
Wise decisions. She makes it sound like as though Geralt would be outmatched.
Yeah, which is silly. Now, I guess maybe the reason why I'm so kind of on the elves in this game specifically is because my personal, like...
People have brought up that they're technically the invaders.
Yeah, the elves are? No, the humans are.
The humans are?
Yeah.
Or no, the humans were from the other world?
The humans used to live in this area. Sorry. No, the elves I think are from the other world, though it's kind of vague. But no, the elves had put up a kingdom around here. And then, remember
So
remember the
what
TV
we're getting
show?
at is that they came to this world and brought all the monsters with them.
Well, they didn't want to. I think it was just a convergence. But
Okay.
They settled, and were fairly peaceable to the humans. Had kingdoms and stuff, and then Ciri's grandmother and like a bunch of other lords more or less went on killing sprees to oust the elves.
Right.
Same thing with the
That
Mages
was
Guild.
Sintra and...
Because
Okay.
the elves taught the humans magic, and the humans used that magic to kill all the elves.
The trade keeps the hunger at bay.
Ah, so they were the ones that helped them start the Mage Academy?
Yeah. Well, the Mage Academy
The
was
Mage
just
Academy
straight up
is Elvish.
Elvish originally.
I remember that.
Watch us. You're back, finally.
No. Searched the woods, didn't find a thing. Might have moved on.
That, or you one shite witcher. What are you still doing here? You're not getting any coin. Just a kick in the arse if you're lucky. Get lost.
Oh, so gnomes and dwarves were the original ones. Everything else, including humans, were actually from somewhere else.
Oh,
Huh. But no, I guess it comes down to like.
Why doesn't that come up at all? Is there no
maybe
memory
it does.
of the world they came before?
Yeah, I think it's just because it's
Like-
not recent.
Mhm.
It's not immediately important. Let's see. Hey, we can do the White Lady now. But no, I feel like the elves should be organized better and doing something more useful than just like petty banditry.
Rain doesn't bother you.
Like, I would absolutely be down for like the elves rebuilding and pushing the humans back, and I would love to play some kind of iteration of that.
But what are their numbers and how organized are
I mean,
they?
it seems like there's a alright amount of them. And they definitely seem a little bit more organized and well-trained than the humans are. And, they had magic and some other things. And I don't know. It just... It's either the mix of, like, if they're going to do the vengeance thing, they should be way better organized than this, or they should find something more productive that gets them out of the way of, you know, these human kingdoms that are, you know, just killing each other anyway. Like, I don't know.
Do I just like the fact that in so much media, humans end up being the most populous or superior species when it comes to humanoid characters or creatures?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it always seems like, you know, humans are the ones that helped start the Federation and have greatly populated the galaxy. You know, humans are the primary dominant species in, say, Star Wars. Humans are currently taking over the lands here in The Witcher. Humans, and the interesting thing is,
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Humans,
because Neanderthals, like, were driven to extinction by humans.
but that was because what they had in brute strength, well, they lacked the
hell? It's these two
These
elves
ladies.
synced up as they're walking. That's really weird. All right.
But it was largely speculated that they either interbred into the human population and humans eventually just took over, or that they dissipated because they didn't have the same skill with crafting and, you know, hunting and shelter and such that humans were able to attain because of, you know, larger brains and better social structures and such. But it always seems peculiar to me, because you would think that all of these alien species or fantasy races that have more strength, more intelligence, more magic, more natural abilities and such, that they would be superior to humans.
I think the point with the elves, though, is the elves aren't as vicious, or at least weren't originally. That the elves were much more of a like a peaceful, almost utopian society to some small degree. And so when the humans came in, it completely broadsided them and wrecked them in a way they couldn't recover.
I suppose it also, depending on how long-lived races like elves are, they might already be low and populous versus humans, which proliferate like rabbits.
Greetings, Witcher.
Hear about the White Lady.
As I hoped. I notice it's been hanging so long, sun's near bleached it blank.
Managed to decipher it somehow, but I need more information.
Ask away. Afraid to go out in the fields anyway for fear of ending up like Mikko and his band.
Mikko and his band. Who are they?
4 lads, drunkards and good-for-nothings all. They'd drained a few pints and decided they'd all plough the White Lady. Maybe then she'd bugger off.
Romantics.
Ugh.
Seems the White Lady spurned their advances. They still lie in the field. Folk are afeard to bury him.
So the White Lady haunts your fields?
True. Just past the hut near the old tower. Folk say she's made her home there. So, will you save us from her?
Yeah, I'll take care of it. Using more effective means than brave Mikko.
So I assume this is another wraith.
Seems like it.
I'm pretty sure the instant they caught sight of her, they regretted their decision to plow her.
I'm gonna go sleep with a wraith. Are you daft? I'm gonna go with daft. Also, thank you, Tragic Hysteria, for the 5-month resub.
Whatever he saw just before he died gave him quite a scare. Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. Noon Wraith did this.
It's gonna pop up just as soon as you look at the last body.
Pale
No.
skin,
We're gonna wait a
but
little
no
bit.
blood loss. This is no vampire. Expected to see 4 bodies.
Ooh, yeah. Where is the 4th?
Dried blood. Really old. The singeing, on the other hand, is fresh. Unnatural. Medallion vibrates near it.
Has she taken one of them?
Deep, uneven tracks. Someone fled blindly, in a panic.
Maybe up to that house.
Ought to explore the tower.
Oh, tower, they say.
Apparently.
Well, if it's a noon wraith, doesn't it only come up at noon? Oh, whose body is that?
There was a dog.
Oh, it was a dog. Interesting.
Blood trail leads to the cellar.
Yeah, honestly, I would expect more people in this universe to be,
Ghouls dragged the body downstairs, but it wasn't their kill. Skin's unnaturally pale. Cracked. All signs point to a noon wraith. She's avoiding me. Gotta find something that belonged to her. She'll have to show then.